All right, and welcome back. We were just going over our top five Kevin Conroy things. Marshall, your first one, number five, was what?
Number five was just the Arkham game series.
Arkham game series. That's awesome. Because you can't
Uh,
one, you got to just throw them all in there together.
yeah, so out of all the ones that I played, Arkham Knight, and I think a lot of people would agree, is probably the best one overall. I really enjoy Batman Arkham Origins, but it's not a Kevin Conway thing. Great game still, just doesn't have Kevin voicing Batman because it's an earlier version of Batman, so he wouldn't have that.
Yeah, it needed a younger voice.
Yep. But 100% I would say the Arkham games would be number five just because those games wouldn't be what they are without Kevin. Like there's just no way it would have worked out as well. Because obviously with some of the other animated DC movies, they have different people playing Batman. And they don't necessarily do a bad job. I still enjoy them, but like we said earlier, it's Kevin. It's hard to beat him because he is Batman. He
Exactly.
is Bruce Wayne.
Of course. I mean, like we said, first voice that comes to our mind when we hear Batman is that.
Mhm.
I don't care how many movies you make and how good they are. That's what I'm always thinking. That's what they're going to try to compare it to until the next generation don't have that to go off of.
100%.
Of force feed Batman down their throat.
Right. Then, so number four for me is going to be Justice League slash Justice League Unlimited.
Just Justice League series in general.
Yep, so good. It was a great way to introduce all the other kind of not hidden DC characters, but if you're not actively like reading the comics or like trying to watch the shows, it gives you that basic introduction as to
That's
what the
how you
DC
find
comic
out.
verse is about. Yep.
Yep. See, me personally, I grew up having like we collect cards, and we also had the comic cards, the superhero
Hmm.
cards and stuff with their stats on the back. We had the DC collection. I had a thick old binder of DC cards.
Yep.
All right, what you got for number three?
Number three, that is going to be Mask of the Phantasm.
Hey,
Hmm.
did I have him at three as well?
I think that's where you put it at. Yeah.
Oh no, I
Because
had him at four. I had
at
Batman
a four.
at three.
Because again, that is like the Batman movie from my childhood that I remember the most. That's the VHS I had. I might have worn it out for the amount of times that I watched it. But yeah, man, like that one was just a classic. It was hard to beat. It included all the right villains and it was just presented the right way.
Yeah.
Then number two, Batman Beyond, the animated series.
Oh yeah.
Love the movie. I don't. I guess I could pair the movie with this, but like specifically like the animated series because, like I said, when you brought up the movie, I loved seeing this older version of Bruce Wayne, where he's being a teacher that can't show what needs to be done. He has to
Yeah.
tell them what needs to be done.
That's to precisely teach
Hmm.
Harry what to do and what not to do, and he has to teach him what not to do beforehand. So
Exactly.
also dealing with an angsty teenager.
Hmm. And then first and foremost, Batman animated series, because
Yeah.
like OG,
Salute.
I can't like not enjoy it no matter how many times I rewatch it. It's always just like it's like I'm watching it for the first time.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I got my son into Batman on that. And then I was like, okay, you'll probably like the Batman more, the Cartoon Network one with the crazy looking Joker who's kind of like
That is also a fun series. I enjoy that.
series. I love that
Yo,
series.
the Dracula movie they did with that, I enjoy the shit out of that.
Yeah, my son loves Batman now.
Doing it right.
But Yeah, I mean those were top five Kevin Conroy Batman associated things. Um,
May he rest in like happy peace.
yeah, I mean honestly, I didn't even know until recently that he's been in my life more than I knew. Like when I stayed home from school, he was in Matlock.
Uh, I'm
And
s-
that's
my,
what,
my,
that's what the grandma always watching and stuff, or the moms and the aunts watching Matlock, as the light shines, all those stuff like the early 90s.
so my dog is currently asleep and dreaming, so if you can hear barking in the background, that's just what that is.
That's a dream.
Yeah, so she's got the full like twitch and like running thing and like barking. So she's
All fun.
yeah, just the pause. She's like, yeah. So yeah, but, like Kevin, rest in peace, man.
Yes, we'll say it one time. I am vengeance. I am the night. I
I
am
am
Batman.
Batman.
Yes, sir.
It's not gonna be the same.
Cheers. All right. Now we can try to transition over into the world of anime for a little bit.
Let's do it.
Had a pretty big goal was met yesterday in the anime world.
Mhm. It was
Ash,
a very important one.
Ash Ketchum. He's uh he's a 30-year, 10-year-old.
hmm
He's had one dream, one goal, be the very best. That no one you guys know the rest. You guys know the rest.
I want to be the best. God, man, like his journey has been such a thing. Because let's think about it. There's been there's been the original TV series. There was the first Pokemon movie that I remember, Pokemon 2000, where they introduced Mewtwo, and then they roll with obviously the games, Red and Blue, and then eventually they brought out Yellow to represent Pikachu, and it just continues from there. It's been an ongoing thing, which granted, with all those other things, Ash truly really isn't involved. But like, come on, y'all had to really wait 25, 30 years to give this man his championship.
25 whole years. Let's see. This man done had one, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. Oh my Jesus. People get upset at the One Piece show. There's 24 shows, different shows of Pokemon. Four different shows, and he is in just about every single one.
Almost every single one of them, yeah.
Every
Like
single one.
all the shows and movies he's involved in. But the games, they're like, that's gonna be you. You're gonna be red. You're gonna be blue. Which, don't get me wrong, I have Pokemon. The most current one I have right now on my Switch is Pokemon Shield,
Uh,
and I love it. It's
that's
so
the,
much fun.
yeah. I played it only a little bit. Wanted to get back into it, but I don't know. I might get this new one, the Scarlet one, Scarlet and
It looks dope.
Violet. I forgot the name. What colors it is. So many different Pokemon, man.
Well, like, a Pokemon open world game is just always like kind of an intriguing thing,
Exactly. Yeah, that's what we always wanted when we were younger. Like
right?
go up, you know, up, down, left, right. But
Just being able to explore and just like truly kind of make the world yours. It's going to be based off of your decisions. It's like cool. Like you're making Skyrim Pokemon. Dope. Like I can roll with that.
yeah, I mean, I stopped watching Pokemon a long time ago because
Oh yeah, like I
wasn't
can't.
it like the show. I still like playing it.
I stopped watching when it was Pokemon Johto because I watched all of that because to this day my top Pokemon is going to be Scizor because I just love Scizor. It's
That's one of my favorites as well, if not my actual favorite.
yeah, so I'm just like, oh man, they made Scyther doper. Let's roll.
Scyther shiny,
Like what?
love it. But yeah, 25 years in the making. Congratulations to Ash Ketchum. You deserve all your points. You and Pikachu, you did it. And I don't know if you saw the battle. Like he ended the battle by defeating a Charizard. Like all these Pokemon that came out, he ended up in the final match with a Pikachu and a Charizard.
Hey,
That's
I mean that's kind of the most perfect thing if you think about it.
why wouldn't they? Why would you
Yeah.
do anything else? Like you want to catch people's eyes. So like people like mine, I'm
Yup.
not gonna care. I don't care a lot because I don't watch it a lot. I care because it's anime and it's Pokemon. I grew up off of it.
Mhm.
But you know that was smart of them. They used Pikachu and Charizard because I grew up off of Pikachu and Charizard. So
Right.
I did go back and watch that entire fight because it was Pikachu and Charizard. So
And like if you think about it, that's like the two Pokemon that gave him the most trouble. So like Pikachu when he first got him wouldn't go into his Pokeball, would constantly shock him and everything. And then
Charmeleon
Ash
and
won him over.
Charizard were, you know, insubordinate,
Mm-hmm.
childish.
Churlish. Sorry. Oh, that just made me think of Key and Peele.
That's why,
A
that's why I said it. Insubordinate and childish. Oh man,
Hogwarts and Clotho, Clotho and Hogwarts. We're basically the same school.
basically the same school. All right. Yeah. So now that we're talking about Pokemon in the anime wheelhouse, let's go ahead and talk a little bit more about some anime. What are you currently watching in the anime world? What you got spinning?
So currently what I'm doing for anime is I have been rewatching Demon Slayer because I truly enjoyed it. I think that's probably one of the better, more recent done shows I've seen in a long time. Um,
Animation, you know,
so
a lot of people
good.
talk drunk about it. You know, like Tanjiro being a crybaby. Come on, it's anime. Who's not a crybaby or super obnoxious?
That's part of it. It's 100% part of it.
And some of that stuff is pretty, pretty emotional.
Right. Like it's like anime is something that helped open my like emotions up. Because
Yeah,
when I watch like live action stuff, I was like, whatever. I couldn't really relate to it. But then all of a sudden, like I get involved in DBZ and then it just goes in from there. And I'm just like, oh my God, I'm emotionally invested in these 2D non-existent characters. Like, dude, Princess
story.
Mononoke
Know how to
broke
tell
me
the
as a child. That's why I have the freaking Princess Mononoke Forest Spirit tattoo. That left its mark.
they just know how to tell a story so well. And then like
And
in
they're not limited to like what our reactions are can own what our reactions can be. That's like kind of the best thing about it too.
honestly, I'll be watching it sometimes and I'm more amazed at the construction of the show,
Hmm.
how they built this equation to know that they're gonna get somebody to cry at this point. It's just so funny.
Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Yeah, or like One Piece. I don't know if you watch One Piece.
Yeah.
I did,
Fucking
but
oh
like
my God.
Mary burned down, and then they had the boat started talking. I was like, seriously, seriously, like if you weren't crying before, they're gonna make you cry now.
Mhm. No, yeah, like Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, or like Full Metal Alchemist in general. That one 100% like broke me because I just remember brother. Mm-mm,
Yeah,
mm-mm,
you're like,
mm-mm.
don't do that to me. That's why it's so funny and fucked up. At you know,
Yeah. Someone did that Chimera as a
yeah, as I
cosplay.
say, it's like now it's a thing. Like at every con, somebody's gonna come in and try to ruin everybody's day with a chimera costume.
There was also a picture I saw of someone doing, oh, what's his name? Ford, the guy with the glasses.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Someone did him as a cosplay when he's in the phone booth. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, why you gotta play with my emotions like that?
Jesus.
But yeah, so back to the shows.
Sorry,
Yep, so
I got distracted by this Golden State game.
I mean, I don't blame you.
It's so quick. It's 81-83. Golden
Damn.
State just took the lead for the first time.
For the first time?
Yeah, the Cavs been up basically the whole game.
See, that's what I was talking about in our last segment. I'm like, the Cavs are a sneaky good team. And also, the Warriors don't know who they are anymore.
Yeah,
But
they know they have Kyrie, Stephen Curry. You know they have Stephen Curry, and he's just dropping the 40 burgers like every dang on week.
because yeah, because Clay is not the Clay of old,
Yeah, they
and
got a bunch of
Draymond just needs to retire.
whatever. Well, what do you got next? What else you watching?
The other anime that I am watching, because you talked about it earlier while we were just kind of doing our own thing, was Fire Squad or yeah,
Fire Force.
Fire Force. I
Keep
keep
calling
doing
it
that.
Fire Squad. I think you like that name better.
I do. But yeah, Fire Force, I was like, that is a fun watch. I haven't watched it recently. And then I'm not up to date, but then Chainsaw Man, because it is a beautifully chaotic and gory show, and I'm just like,
It is.
yes.
Well, that's actually the first on my list of what I'm watching right now is Chainsaw Man. And I remember hearing about this like years ago. I'm not sure how old I know it's pretty old. Like I don't
The
know.
manga,
Yeah, I don't know. I
Mhm.
can't remember. It's like Naruto old,
I
but
think it's about that age. And
like
like,
around that time, like 2006 ish or something like that.
and well, there's even like references to him in other shows. Like, I
Yeah.
think he's in My Hero Academia as
No,
a student, not like
yeah,
as the pure Chainsaw Man, but like when Izuku
yeah.
was first getting to UA and they like zoom out on all the students, I think there is like a little
No,
Chainsaw Man.
you're not wrong because I we just started watching that, rewatching that with my son, and he's 4. He just likes All Might, and I was
Yeah.
like, oh snap! I forgot to add that Chainsaw Man dude in this.
Yeah.
They have the guy like the gun. What's the one with the guy with the gun head?
Oh my God damn, I love that show
Yeah,
too.
you
My
said you watched it. I haven't watched it, but yeah, Chainsaw Man. The way they're doing the anime as well. So like I was deterred from the manga because it seemed kind of silly. It didn't seem like it could only get but so intense. Boy, was I fucking wrong.
No Guns Life. That's
No
what it
guns
is.
like yes, but yeah, I was so wrong. Chainsaw Man is insanely beautifully creative. Like it's it's good. Denji, his story and what he's doing right now. I mean, I'm only 4 episodes, 5 episodes in, however many there's out right now.
Hmm.
But yeah, I already love it. I want to start reading the manga. Well, once I start watching the anime, it's hard for me to skip ahead in the like reading it. You know,
Right.
usually reading something else as well, and I'm already watching so many things at once.
No, I totally get that feeling.
But yeah, it gives me vibes like if Quentin Tarantino, directed an anime or something.
Mhm. I I feel like that is going to be a step for him at some point. He just needs to accept it or realize it. It's like all of his movies have those influences, or at least there's like the influence of Japanese culture. Because like Ichi the Killer, which is a phenomenal movie, um, you got to be prepared to watch it, but it's a very, very good movie.
We'll put that on the list of on our other show, our
Mhm.
movie show.
Yeah, that such a good movie. Anyways, but like, yeah, it's very influenced by like Japanese culture. I mean, the same thing with like RZA. Fucking RZA is able to roll with it and just like kind of make his own thing. And I think he helped contribute to the samurai anime that they put on Netflix that had dude from Atlanta.
Wait, the
What's
Black
his
Samurai.
Yeah.
Um, I forgot, the Yusuke or something like that, right?
Lakeith Lee. So Lakeith Lee is the
Oh yeah,
guy that's
yeah, that's
in the
right. He
show.
did do that. Yeah. Well,
What is it? Help me, internet.
the name of the show,
Yeah, I can't think of the
like
fucking.
Yusuke, or starts with a Y, right?
I think so. Either way, um, like anime just in and of
It's
itself
spelled
is
Yasuke, but I think that's Yusuke. Yusuke.
yeah, like it, like just the way like black culture and Japanese culture kind of like collide and mix together is a lot of fun. And they're
Well,
like,
no, it started with like the Chinese culture and stuff like
mhm,
that, the kung fu, the
mhm.
Chinese martial arts and stuff, and then we started dabbling into the animated, just being enthralled by all things martial arts, whether it's from Japan or China.
Just the Asian culture is way more versed and prepared in life. It's
Yep, yep.
like I mean, again, I have my Afro Samurai tattoo because like that's like a perfect blend of both cultures, and I'm just like the moment I actually watched that show, that was a big kind of realization moment for me. I was like, oh yeah, like cultures can mix a little bit like
Yeah,
that.
and especially when you hear the music.
Yup. Yeah, that's it's RZA. It's RZA do the music. It's just like yes. Yeah, anime is a great thing, and we like Corey and I plan on doing a segment with Mike where we show him some anime shows, like first episodes of like the series that stand out to us,
Mhm.
and can't wait to introduce Mike to
Still,
anime.
still working on a title, but it'll be really good because I'm only going to pick like the best. It's gonna range from like the best first episodes that are like so captivating to like the most abstract and off the wall bizarre first episodes. Like none of these first episodes are gonna be like boring or take a while. Like we're just gonna watch one episode of all these shows,
Hmm.
a different show a week or however we would set it up. And I just always wanted to see like someone who has not watched anime watch some of these ridiculous first episodes. Like super dark, they get super wacky, they get super funny and
Yeah,
super
like
emotional sometimes at first, you know.
I'm excited for the Attack on Titan one because
That's one of the ones on my list. The Attack on Titan, Promise Neverland, that's gonna be a eyebrow raiser for him. uh yeah, there's gonna be some dark ones.
oh
Goblin
yeah.
Slayer, I know a lot of people know about that. But no, another anime I'm watching right now. It's really good. Mobile Suit Gundam. I know there's a lot of Gundam fans out there. The one right there across from me. The Witch from Mercury. God,
Yeah,
speaking of first episodes, that first episode took me by surprise. I don't have you seen it?
I've only heard good things. I haven't started it yet, but it is like,
Sitting there and you're like, oh, so it's kind of interesting. It's Gundam, so like, it might take a while to get into, and then like as you're saying that in your head, you're like, whoa,
mm.
whoa, hold on, wait. I'm spilling my coffee here. Just jump the level like you went from 0 to 100 real quick.
Mhm. And then like another one that I think would be a really good introduction one is Neon Genesis, cause
Oh, actually, I was looking up, doing some research for like great first episodes, and
dude, Neon
I was like
Genesis,
in multiple people's top 15, you know,
it
craziest or best first episodes and stuff like that. So
it's
you can go
it's a
ahead and watch it.
very unique take on like a mech related anime or animated series because the mechs are beastly as soon as like the pilot enters it. Like obviously with Gundam and like mobile suits, you can see the distinguishing like facial features, but they don't really like do anything.
Yeah,
But with like Neon Genesis, it like
the
opens up.
robots.
It is like a monster as a robot. And I'm like, oh,
Mm,
it's
well,
like, yeah. But yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait for that. So yeah, we'll throw it at Mike and any other guests that aren't familiar or have never watched an anime.
exactly. All right, and another anime I put down that I'm watching currently is Blue Lock. Blue
Ooh,
Lock
not familiar with that one.
is a soccer anime. I just
Oh,
was never big into sports animes until recently, and I, realized that I was being an idiot and cutting myself off from, awesome animes by not watching sports. But this one kind of feels like a Squid Games type of feel. I know it sounds weird because it's soccer, but like these guys, they they go to a facility called Blue Lock. They all get chosen, 300 people,
mm,
and they're looking to create the best striker in all of Japan.
mm.
But
Oh, yeah.
so like you get eliminated, people get eliminated, and then they're gonna try to just choose one. But if you get eliminated from Blue Lock, you can never play for Japan, like the country of Japan in soccer. So it's pretty
That's
intense.
brutal.
I
Like,
it's crazy, and like all these people, they're all strikers. So like imagine when they're on the field playing together, like they form teams, to go
shot,
together.
shot.
So everybody has to play a position. They're like going against you, like I want to be striker. No, I'm the best striker, and so it's really good. The whole concept is intriguing to me. I love it.
Nice.
Hmm. But let's go ahead and take a quick break.
Yep.
We just wrapped up our anime seg, and we'll just come back with some more TV stuff. With some upcoming shows to watch or movies that may be coming out. You know,
There'll be a solid mix of things.
yeah, yeah. Some good, some new, some old. Just some things that we think is cool.
Hmm.
All right, well, we'll go
You all have to agree. That's all.
watch it automatically too. So it's a dictatorship, not a democracy on this ship.